It is up, it is back, it is gone, Marge!
See ya! Grand slam!
And it's gone!
Look at this, he got him.
They did it again! Can you believe it? This team.
This is Across the Association. Welcome, everybody. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The season kicked off last week, so really we've got a ton of stuff to catch up on today. And on every show throughout the year, we're going to start things off with a look back at what went down the previous week and who some of the top performers were in a segment that we call the ATA 180. And this segment is brought to you by Rawlings. Rawlings is the official baseball of the American Association. And joining me today for our first ever segment of the ATA 180 is the Sioux City Explorers Director of Media Relations, Connor Ryan. Connor, man, you had a busy first week. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to join you here. Loved episode 1. It was fantastic, and honored to be on episode number 2.
Much appreciated, my friend. So let's get right to it then, Connor. 180 seconds on the clock. Let's start with the team that you cover every day, the Sioux City Explorers, who really got off to a great start last week, winning their first 3 games. Talk to us about the X's a bit and what you liked about their play.
Yeah, so far with the Sioux City Explorers, we've gotten off to a really good start. The starting pitching has been incredible through the first time and plus through the rotation. We're really excited about those guys. The bullpen has been as advertised. I think when I first chatted with you, I was really excited about the bullpen, and they've been as good as advertised. They've been incredible. Feels like, the game's pretty much over when they come in. And then really excited about the new guys in our lineup that have come in and really helped out and been swinging hot bats lately.
Yeah, and man, Jared Walker was just on fire for you guys last week. He shot out to a great start right now among the offensive leaders in many categories in the AAPB. Talk about Jared's start and why you think he's swinging the bat so well.
Yeah, Jared Walker's been unbelievable. He's been the first Sioux City Explorer to start his career with 3 straight games with a home run, which is usually not something the Sioux City Explorers do. We're not known for our power, but he's been providing it for us here early. He's stolen a base already and been playing great defense over at first. So Jared Walker so far has been the total package for us.
Well, the man who got off to the quickest start, basically, boom, right from opening day was Milwaukee's Aaron Hill. Talk about the start that he's had to the season. He's really tossing the lumber around, isn't he?
Yeah, Aaron Hill has been absolutely incredible. To see what he did on opening day is impressive. I believe he was at the bottom of their order for the nights that we faced him. When you get to put that at the bottom of your order, that means you have a pretty special lineup and a pretty special player.
Yeah, well, switching to pitching for a moment then, let's take a look at the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks pitching staff. 3 guys in particular that are among the league leaders in strikeouts thus far: McGovern, Herget, and Tyler Pike. Just talk about the start they've had. They've really been mowing down the batters thus far, haven't they?
Fargo's always going to have those arms, and they, looks like they did it again this year. Fargo always knows how to build a really good pitching staff, so it's really no surprise that they're able to do that again.
Well, finally, it's a very small sample size. We're only a week into the season right now, but I just wanted to get your thoughts, Connor, on maybe a surprise or a couple of surprises that have really stood out to you so far in the young season.
Well, one, the runs being scored in Gary South Shore. Usually it's Gary and us in Sioux City that have the most dramatic pitching-friendly parks. And I guess Lincoln taking 2 out of 3 from, 2 out of the 2 in Kansas City early on. That was a little bit of a surprise for me as well, just how good the Monarchs looked on paper. But Brett Jody's got the Dogs off to a pretty good start this year.
And that buzzer, unfortunately, means that we are out of time, Connor. But once again, just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of what was a very busy opening week in the AAPB to join us here on the program today. Thanks, and we'll have you on again soon.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Look forward to being on again.
Well, throughout the years, the American Association has produced countless prospects that have gone on to other levels of pro ball. Every week, we'll feature a different AAPB alumnus on the show. And today, we look at a man who was a standout for the Sioux Falls Canaries last season in our AAPB Alumni Update. And this segment is brought to you by Rebus Technology, the official league store of the American Association. In the 2020 AAPB season, Damek Tom Shea was a force for the Sioux Falls Canaries.
0-1 to Tom Shea. High fly to right center field and deep. Reynolds heading back, so is Murphy. They turn, they look, it's gone. Solo homer, Damek Tom Shea. Their cleanup hitter goes yard. He's a triple shy of the cycle now.
The 29-year-old infielder was among the league leaders in numerous offensive categories, and a big reason the club made it all the way to the league final. After bouncing between double and triple A ball the previous year, he found his time in the American Association to be extremely rewarding, and he was able to get back to the basics when it came to his swing.
Getting back to maybe how you hit when you were younger and trying to figure out what works, and not having someone in your ear talking about mechanics all the time and saying that you need to do this, you need to do that. It was more just like you figuring out, knowing yourself as a hitter, which was nice. And, you know, Mike, it was really fun to play for him. He's laid back. Obviously, we want to win, and he put together a great team for us to be in that situation, make a run. And I was lucky enough to play with two of my former junior college teammates, Grant Kay and Keaton Steele, and that made it for even better summer just because I was able to reconnect with them. And last year it was some really good competition, especially without having the roster restrictions. So you see it, now you scrolling through the American Association Twitter and all these guys are getting picked up, and you're like, they all should definitely deserve what they've gotten. So it's been fun to see.
Tom Shea grew up in Sioux City, Iowa, and as a youngster would attend Explorers games, so he knows the AAPB well.
I was probably 10, 11. My friends and my dad would go out and watch, so my parents would take us out and we'd just be running around trying to get foul balls and stuff.
Playing so close to home in 2020, just down the road in Sioux Falls, was a bonus, as friends and family were all within a short drive, so could come out and cheer him on.
My family's originally from South Dakota, so Madison, South Dakota. And I have some cousins that live in Sioux Falls, so it was fun to play there just because it felt like my grandma would get random, calls, just be like, "Oh, I heard your grandson's doing well for the Canaries," and so it was kind of funny.
Out there for his second inning, Swan lifting the air to left field, well hit, Maben going back, he's at the track, he will turn around, and this one's gone! Damek Tom Shea, who did that on a number of occasions a year ago against the Saints, has his first of the season in a Saints uniform.
This season, Tom Shea is with former AAPB organization, the St. Paul Saints, the new AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. He's loving the experience, but says it's definitely been an adjustment.
I've been doing okay, hitting some balls hard, but the pitching's definitely velo's up, and it seems like they're throwing hard as crap, and they're throwing more off-speed pitches. And so it's just been an adjustment, and so I got to keep working and try to find that barrel, but it'll come.
Tom Shea was impressed with the talent he played with and faced while in the American Association, and looks back fondly on the time he spent in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really good players in that league, and after playing in it and seeing the level and the kind of pitching that was in there, and the position guys were great. It's cool to see it growing, and hopefully they can continue to do that, especially with the MLB partnership, and hopefully you'll see more guys getting picked up and maybe making it to the show and doing well.
Okay, coming up next, we look at the newest member club set to make its debut in the 2022 season. More across the association coming right up.
What's up, baseball fans? I'm Carter Waddell, your new insider for American Association Baseball. We are just days away from the start of a 2021 AAPB season, and I'll be taking you through all the heart-pounding plays, all the down-to-the-wire pennant races, all the must-see moments. Check out highlights from all the action each and every day from across the American Association on our social media platforms. And don't miss American Association Now on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3:30 p.m. We'll have highlights, we'll have news, we'll have player interviews, everything you need to stay on top of this outstanding league in 2021. For more, go to aabaseball.com. I'm Carter Waddell for the American Association, where we play to win.
Hey folks, welcome back to Across the Association. Every week on the show, we'll do a feature story on a different organization from around the league. And we'll take an in-depth look at what makes it unique and what makes it important to its community. Today, we're actually looking at the newest member club that's set to hit the field for the very first time in 2022. And this segment is brought to you by Soto. Soto, the official technology partner of the American Association. Wisconsin residents will have another team to cheer for come the 2022 American Association season, as the league's board of directors recently approved Lake Country Baseball to become the newest member of the league.
Yeah, in 2022, we're going to see a new member come into the American Association based in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. They're building a brand new state-of-the-art facility there to host an American Association team. They're, in the upcoming months, going to be making a lot of announcements, whether it be the front office, their manager, and most importantly, their name and the brand, and really the spirit in which that community is going to root for that team.
The excitement has been crazy. We had a name the team contest that started on Monday, and in a matter of 3 days, we had 2,700 people submit what they want to be the name of the team, which again I think is fantastic. We actually started looking this for a new team or a membership franchise about 4 years ago. You know, over the last, say, 6 months, we've got to understand the league as a whole. We've had a great relationship with the commissioner. A lot of the owners have reached out to us, even before the approval and after the approval, to be part of the league. Really sounds like a high-quality ownership group. And all have the same drive just to put the best product on the field. And so for us at that point, it was a no-brainer.
The showcase for the new team will be a brand new stadium and multi-use facility, which is expected to be completed by the spring of 2022. The site where the new development is being built has been named Lake Country Live and will become a vibrant entertainment hub for the Lake Country area.
Well, the location is second to none. The busiest interstate in the state of Wisconsin is I-94, and we're right on it. We have a 38,000 square foot building that'll be attached to the bowl of the park. One of our tenants is a current tenant of mine, Next Level Sports Performance. I think they're really known for, in this area, they train kids anywhere from 12 years old all the way up to the professional ranks. The Watts, JJ, TJ, Derek, they work out there. Probably have anywhere from 20 to 30 NFL players, MMA fighters, hockey players, baseball players. This venue now will be able to take it outside and do a lot of this stuff, in particular the training and whatnot, right out on the field.
6 and base stealing. 1-0 here to Kelnick. Line drive to the gap. Right center field. Giddy up. Gone. There it is. First home run in his big league career by Jared Kelnick. And the Mariners have taken a 3-0 lead here in the third.
Tom Kelnick's son, Jared, was a first-round MLB pick in 2018 and recently made his major league debut with the Seattle Mariners, so baseball runs in the family. AAPB Commissioner Joshua Schaub is excited for the addition of Oconomowoc and feels it's an essential part of the league's growth.
It really adds to the cluster of teams we have in the Chicago and Milwaukee land area, creating a really condensed footprint there. I mean, we are extremely excited about Oconomowoc and what they're going to bring to the table. And it's really going to be a catalyst for a lot more expansion that we have coming down the road, whether it be in Texas or states in between Winnipeg and Texas. We do have a lot of things in the works.
Oconomowoc's addition creates an instant rivalry with the Milwaukee Milkmen. The two clubs will be just a 40-minute drive down the road from each other. Interestingly, the team's owners just happen to be close friends who've known each other for years. The trash talking has begun already.
Yeah, no, we're excited. You know, when you think about another team coming this close to our territory, a lot of people have asked me, what does that mean? We're excited about it. Tom continues to want to try to be like me. So this is just another example. He's got a baseball complex. I've got a baseball complex. Mine's better. I got a stadium that's going to be better. And obviously the team is going to be better as well. So I know he thinks differently, but that's not the way it's going to shake out.
Yeah, I mean, Mike and I have known each other for quite a few years. Some of the radio and TV stuff that's been going on, I've told everybody that Mike should enjoy the championship that he won last year because it's probably not going to happen after we start. I think it's going to be a natural rivalry for sure. I think Mike and I come from, the same pod, so to speak, of we're competitive. We like to put the best product on the field. And so I think it's going to push both of us, much less the people in these different communities, to really root for their home team, so to speak.
Rivalries have to be earned, right? Like our big rival right now are the Chicago Dogs. I think that's going to develop with the Lake Country guys as well. Just knowing Tom. Tom thinks very highly of himself. He's going to be gunning after us. So we're gonna go after it, but there'll also be really neat things that we can do together too, like ticket packages. But yeah, the rivalry is gonna be a fun one. I really look forward to that.
Yeah, it should be a great rivalry. Okay, it's time for our fan question of the week, and this segment is brought to you by Zephyr Headwear. Zephyr, the preferred on-field cap of the American Association. And this week's question is for Johnny Barbato, who made his debut on the mound for the Lincoln Salt Dogs last week, and he was stellar, allowing just a single run while striking out 6 against Kansas City to get the win. And here's what a fan wanted to know.
Hi, I'm Rory Smith, and I'm from Minnesota, and I'm asking Johnny what his favorite baseball memory is.
I would have to say my favorite memory would be 2016. I made the opening day roster for the New York Yankees, and I got the pitch on opening day and made my debut. And I'd say that was easily the best memory I've had. Another good one would be going up Fenway, pitching at Fenway, New York, Boston. Big Poppy hitting a really long home run off me. I like that. That's always gonna be a good one. But those would probably be it.
Thanks for the question, Rory. And fans, listen up. You can win free stuff. Be like Rory. Record a question for your favorite player or manager and send it into the league. If we feature your question, you'll not only appear on the show, but you'll win free stuff. An American Association prize pack. It's open for everyone. Win free stuff, be on the show. It's a win-win. Okay, coming up next, we look at the peak performers from week 1, and also we've got your plays of the week across the association. We'll be back in just a moment.
What's up, baseball fans? I'm Carter Woodell, your new insider for American Association Baseball. We are just days away from the start of a 2021 AAPB season, and I'll be taking you through all the heart-pounding plays, all the down-to-the-wire pennant races, all the must-see moments. Check out highlights from all the action each and every day from across the American Association on our social media platforms. And don't miss American Association Now on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3:30 p.m. We'll have highlights, we'll have news, we'll have player interviews, everything you need to stay on top of this outstanding league in 2021. For more, go to aabaseball.com. I'm Carter Woodell for the American Association, where we play to win.
Welcome back to Across the Association. From monster home runs to stellar defensive plays, week one of league play featured some standout performers. And on every episode of ATA, we'll take a look at the best of the best from the previous week. These are our peak performers. And this segment is brought to you by Baseballism, the official apparel partner of the American Association.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Yeah, Kevin McGovern got a lot of them last week. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks hurler was named the point streak pitcher of the week. Look at that line against Cleburne. A complete game shutout where he whiffed 8 railroaders and didn't walk a single batter. The position player of the week was a guy we talked about earlier on the show, Sioux City's Jared Walker, who terrorized pitchers in the opening week of play and currently sits at or near the top of all offensive categories. Just look at those numbers from week one. The former 5th round pick of the LA Dodgers set a torrid pace, 4 home runs and just 19 at-bats. Okay, here are some of the league leaders in different categories from the North and South Division. For the most up-to-date stats, though, head to the league website, aabaseball.com. It's a treasure trove of information. A quick look at the standings here following week one. It's tight. Expected to be that way all season long. The new kids on the block, Kane County, looking good to start the year. Finally, our plays of the week now. And this segment is brought to you by Vimeo. Vimeo is the official streaming partner of the American Association.
Here it is. High drive out into left field by Buck. Going back on it is George at the warning track, looking up at the wall. It's gone. Grant Buck takes one out of here the other way.
Off the end of the mat, clears a fly ball toward the right field corner. That might be trouble. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Lock it, cock it, rock it, restock it, and Reichenbach.
There's a ground ball to short, could be 2. Sweeney's there, 6-4 on to first, in time. Here's the 0-2. Liner up the middle, and Grotjohn knocks it down. He'll only play him to second, but he gets it. Toward the bag at second. Sweeney's there, he'll field on the first base, and got him. Big bang, boom.
Pop that. Oh, wow. That came to play. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners. That's my team.
Fastball lifted into deep center field. Aaron Hill does it again.
As Claire swings, line drive center field, charging his Vertigan, going into a dive, he's able to make the catch and rob Claire of what would have been a 3rd hit of the night.
It's the pitch to John. And Silviano, forget about it. Marge, get your shoes on. This ball is high, back, and this ball is gone. Above the berm in right field, Silviano.
This is lifted into right field, ranging in a couple of steps and over to his right as well, tagging at second. Gorgeous toss on to third base. Plenty of time. You can't believe it. Neither can I.
In terms of some of the best pitching in the league is Trowbridge. Inside out swing, puts one into right field. Here comes Hill around third, throw from Lang, and Gelfie with the tag. He's got him at the plate.
The pitch. Buck fires one to left center. A long run for Bird. Still going. And that one is off the wall. That ball is going to be extra bases for Buck. The second run, Clanton will round third and score. And Big Grant Buck does it again. 3-1 pitch. This one grounded to short. Ozzie will take it. He'll go home with it. And there it is. That's the out.
The 1-0. Swinging a laser shot deep into the right field corner. Casey Hobson goes yard over the right field scoreboard in terms of power numbers for the Dogs. Now Adams skies one way deep to left center field. Seymour sprinting back. He's on his horse into the gap. He reaches up, and that ball is out of here. Back-to-back jacks.
Takes a breaking piece, hits it hot at third. Mihawczewski picks on a bounce, goes to second, on to first. Double play. Second of the game for the Canaries.
I think I sprained my ankle just watching that dance. And that's it. We are all out of time for this week. But just a reminder, there are more avenues than ever before for you to get your fill of American Association baseball. Check out all of the league's different social media sources so you don't miss any of the action. Thanks so much for watching, folks. I'll see you next week.